Hi, my name is Danny, and today I want to talk to you about multi-region WarpStream clusters. WarpStream is a Kafka drop-in replacement that focuses on strong reliability and high cost efficiency. Today we're introducing a new type of cluster that relies on multiple regions so you can withstand a regional outage with minimal downtime and zero data loss. Today I'll talk a little bit about the architecture of the solution that we used, and then I'll show you how to create and manage one of the clusters from the admin console. Let's take a look at the architecture first. Here we can see the typical deployment of a multi-region cluster. There's two sides, the data plane and the control plane. On the data plane, your agents are going to be writing your data to multiple object storage buckets in different regions. So if one of the buckets or one of the regions goes down, we always have more buckets to rely on with the same copy of the data. On the control plane side of things, there's also multiple control planes in different regions with strongly replicated data between them, so that if one of them goes down, we always have more of them to rely on. Creating a multi-region cluster is very easy. We just go to the console, to the normal create cluster dialog, with whatever name we want, my demo cluster. And then we select the enterprise tier and we enable multi-region support. Right now we only have targets in AWS, but very soon we will also have targets in GCP. Here we create the cluster and now we already have a multi-region cluster running. This is the same cluster as everyone else. Has the same features as every other cluster in WarpStream. It just has this new tab, multi-region, that allows us to see some multi-region data. Here we can see the regions that this cluster is running in, as well as which cluster is the leader right now. We can let the control plane choose the best leader at any given time based on the latency of the backend storage of the control plane. This will give us a better experience with the cluster. But we can also disengage this and set a preferred leader if we suspect that something is wrong with the current one. To deploy and connect to this WarpStream cluster is very easy. Everything is laid out here the same as with every other cluster. We only have more Bootstrap servers to connect to so that we can always rely on any of the three Bootstrap servers in three different regions to connect to. And then to deploy, we just have a special parameter to pass in to be able to connect to a multi-region cluster. To write to multiple bucket destinations, we have to construct a specific bucket URL containing multiple bucket names so we can know we have to write to a quorum of 3 buckets rather than just one. This is an example bucket URL with multiple buckets so that the agent knows it has to write to 3 buckets instead of one. And that's it. That's multi-region clusters. There's nothing else that you need to do, and everything works just for you. This is the way to withstand regional outages in big cloud service provider services like DynamoDB or S3 with zero data loss and minimal downtime.